Alright, Shalom Israel. This is the brother Warba coming back to you again with this truth. Before I kick it off, I'm gonna give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful and humble elect that are out there doing this work in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the planet Earth. I am the brother Warba, representing Great Millstone, Dallas, and just coming back with another quick lesson. And today's topic, or today's lesson, is going to be named "Don't Talk So Much." All right, because what we've come to realize, just in your part of your daily life and just a part of your walk, not talking so much has actually helped me out of a lot of bad situations. Okay, and so today, all through the Spirit, Salat, I've prepared a lesson, prepared a few scriptures, and we're gonna talk about we're gonna edify on the importance of not running your mouth so much, man. Okay. All right. So one of the first scriptures I want to pull is book of Ecclesiastes. Okay. Just like you, bear with me, brothers. One second. Testament. There we go. We're going to start Ecclesiastes chapter 5. We'll start at the top on this one. Okay, this is one of my favorite scriptures that I like to call on situations like this. And it says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 1, and it says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil." Okay, so what this scripture is clearly telling you is, to keep thy foot, keep your tongue, man. Shut up, be quiet when you come to the house of the Lord. Okay, even further on that, it says, "Be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice unto fools." Okay, so as you may have heard this in the world, the term silence is golden, and that rings true throughout not only the secular side of things, but also the spiritual and the spiritual side and the dealing with this truth as well. You're given 2 ears to listen more and 1 mouth. 2 ears to listen, 1 mouth to talk. So you're supposed to listen twice as much as you speak. Okay, but why is that though? If you actually take heed to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of that saying, you'll come to find out that you'll learn a lot more just by being quiet, man. Even when you're around people in your daily life, just try it out. Just walk and just try not to talk so much, man. All right? So just be quiet, and you'll naturally hear how people are, man. People will come up and just tell you stuff just to be talking, and not even knowing that they'll end up slipping up and telling you something and being the downfall to their own self, man. They'll end up confounding themselves. Okay? Prime example, a lot of times, man, you'll be out there on the highways and the byways, and you'll have a scoffer come up, or somebody that thinks they know everything, and they'll get the run in their mouth, and then you'll realize that they don't really even know nothing, and you won't even have to really defend against a fool like that, because they're gonna fall on their own sword, and all you did was just listen and be quiet. Okay, this is one quick example. Verse 2 says, "Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few." Okay? So yeah, man, you don't always got to be running your mouth, man. A lot of times there's not a whole lot for you to go around talking about anyway. Okay? Furthermore, the Most High actually requires every word that you idly speak is being recorded. Okay, because you're gonna get judged for it. You're gonna be held accountable for those things. But we already know that through the scriptures. Okay, So it's always a good thing to not be rash with your mouth, man. Don't go around just saying stuff and just talking just to be hearing yourself talk. Okay? No, that gets not only does it get annoying, but it also can get you put in a situation where you can get yourself in a lot more trouble, and you would have been better off, way better off, by just being quiet than opening your mouth and saying something that gets you in a situation. Okay? Because verse 3, I'm going to keep going on verse 3, there's more on that. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words. Same thing when you hear a woman, man, a clamorous woman. First thing you hear is that mouth. La 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 this, yada 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 yada, you know? Then you just get sick and tired of hearing it, man. You know? Especially somebody that comes around and they always just talking and just talking and talking and talking. You get sick and tired of hearing it, man. It's just like, why are you talking, man? Shut up. Be quiet, man. Okay? Scriptures even tell you that a fool can be counted as wise just in his silence. Okay? Got a blip no more on this. I'm going to drop down the first 5. And it says, better is that thou should not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Okay, actually I'm going to start at 4. This is just going into making a vow to the Most High, which we all did by coming into this truth. Okay, we picked up the plow, we put our hands up to this work. We got to keep the process going. We made a vow to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that we was going to rock this thing. We wasn't going to quit. Okay, it says verse 4, it says, this is Sirach chapter 5 verse 4, it says, when thou vowest a vow unto the Most High, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. And better is it that thou should not vow than thou shouldest vow and not pay. So just be a man of your word and do what you say. Verse 6, suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should the Most High be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thy hands. Okay? All because you wanted to have an opinion about something, man. And you wanted to voice your opinion and speak out of season. You know, that can get you, cursed out. Can get you in a bad situation depending on whether it's around the body or if it's something going on in your daily life. It could be a situation where you're at your job, man. You know? And a lot of times you'll see Jake, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, you like to pop off at the mouth at your place of employment, man. And that's how you feed your family. That's how you pay your bills. But all because you had an opinion and you couldn't keep your mouth shut. Now you on the unemployment line. All right. Now you trying to scratch your head, trying to figure out how you gonna make that car payment at the end of the month, or take care of your daycare, or take care of your daily responsibilities or your monthly responsibilities. But you couldn't hold your mouth long enough. You know, you had to let everybody know that your opinion mattered, when in reality, your opinion doesn't matter to anyone, man. Okay? Especially nobody that's of importance when it's talking about foolishness, man. Okay? You don't always have to be heard. Again, silence is golden. Alright? So, got another quick precept that I want to go to. And this is going to be in the book of Sirach. So I'm going to go into the Apocrypha for this particular one. And this is going to be in the book of, the book of Sirach. And it's going to be at, why am I doing that? It'll be the 7th chapter that I'm going to go into. Okay, and all through the Spirit, the reason I'm doing this lesson is because it's something that's very important, you know? Just don't talk so much. And this is something that I feel like I can relate to you brothers, a lot of younger brothers, and as a reminder to older brothers too, man. Sometimes when you'll get hasty, you know, shh, be quiet. Okay? This is Sirach chapter 7, verse 14. It says, use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest. Okay? First and foremost, I've never met an old head or an old school that like to hear somebody talk a whole bunch. Most of the time when a youngster come around an old head or an elder, you know, and they talking, the elders is like, hey man, let's go, get to the point. What's the point? Get to the point. You know, they don't want to hear all this beating around the bush type stuff. And that's the way that you should look at it if you're blessed with being in the presence of an elder or even an apostle of our camp, man. Okay? Use not a whole lot of words. Same thing goes with praying and prayer. You know? The Most High already knows what you need before you go and you ask. So make your prayer quick, straight to the point. Get your point across. Get it out. And be done with it, man. There's no reason to make no drawn out long prayer, you know, as the Christians do, man, because otherwise it's going to come out in vain. Okay? You got a lot of people out there that really sincerely don't know how to pray because they've been watching a lot of bad examples throughout their church home, okay? Or throughout their teachers that teach them the wrong way how to pray. Okay? They go about asking about a whole lot of vain things and putting a lot of vain fillers in there, you know, that don't make no sense when the Most High just clearly said, hey, get to the point. Ask me of what you need and it should be given unto you. Okay? But there's a method to the madness of how to do things, okay? And one, what is without running your mouth so much. Okay? And I'm going to end with this. I'm going to close on this last precept right here. This is Sirach chapter 5 and 5. Okay. 5 and 12, Salakia. Okay. It says, be swift to hear. I'm going to start at verse 11. Be swift to hear and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. Okay, and with patience, meaning don't interrupt people when they speaking to you. Listen to them all the way out. Be diligent in listening and paying attention. Okay, and when you're doing that, one thing that you'll find is that you're not finding yourself running your mouth. You're not talking. Okay, you're paying attention to what's being said. That way you can give a proper answer. Okay, all through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. A righteous one. Okay, whether it be on the highways or the byways or if it be in your daily life. Because if you're taking this thing seriously, you're taking these words and these sayings that are written in these scriptures aforetime for our learning. If you're taking them seriously, you should be applying them in every part of your life where they can be applied, man. It's just wisdom, man. Okay? It's only going to make you better as a person, make you a better father, make you a better employee, make you a better manager, make you a better brother. Okay? Just listen. Sometimes a brother could be going through something and just talking to you, you know, just wanting to talk, but just because you were quiet and you were just there, he ends up telling you something that he wouldn't tell anybody else. All because you were just listening, being a good listener. Alright? This is verse 12. It says, if thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. Okay? Be quiet. Hush. Lay thy hand on your mouth. I know it was kind of crazy, but still. You know, I mean, pretty sure you get the point of that. Alright? Verse 12. And if thou hast, like in verse 13, honor and shame is in talk, and in the tongue of a man is his fall. That's right, man. So, I mean, that was pretty much plain and to the point. Okay? So, with all that understanding, with all that getting, get understanding. And don't talk so much. Alright? So, I'm going to end with that. I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praise again to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the humble elect. Until next time, shalom.